10th of September is World Suicide Prevention Day. And according to the World Health Organization, some 700,000 people commit suicide each year. And out of this number, some 20 people are also attempting to take their life, or millions of people also contemplating taking their life. Today, we'll be speaking to some members of the general public to express their views on the issue of suicide and their views about the law that criminalizes the act. We'll also be speaking to some survivors of suicide attempts and find their views regarding the law, their experiences, and their advice to people who may also be going through their situation.
Edmond, a 48-year-old businessman and commercial farmer, has attempted taking his own life not once, but 3 times. The reason? Frustrations due to what he describes as life's many failures. The divorcee and father of one attributed his actions to dejection following failures in his life and the many hardships he experienced.
You ever attempted suicide in your life?
Yes, please.
How did it happen?
Yeah, it's like out of purpose and then I'll say frustration. Simply because what I was expecting in life, I was not getting it. And I thought that if such situation should continue, then the best way is to end up my life. Actually, I sat down and I thought of it for about 3 days, and I took the action. I bought drugs, chemicals that I know that when I take it, I will surely die. So I mix it. To be honest, it was what we call DDT. I mix it with water and then I took it. But I don't know whether it is a miracle or what, it didn't work. And then 3 days later on, I bought another drug that they said is used for killing mouse. And that one, when I was about to take it, I had a call. And the person that spoke with me, I would say it's a God-sent person. After talking to me, I realized that it's like the person preached the word of God to me. So I took inspiration from what she said and I forgo it. And then the third one too, I tried. That one too, I took the drugs. And then the drugs did not work. So I would say all the occasions of attempting, I took the drug, I made the attempt, but they didn't work. So I would say I survived. My surviving is by miracle, or it is the work of God that keeps me still alive.
After carefully planning, Edmond acquired DDT, but after taking it on 2 different occasions, it didn't work.
After taking the medicine, I went to bed and I was expecting myself to die, but I didn't. There was no reaction like pains, like vomiting, screaming, so that somebody would even rush and then take me to hospital. No. So sometimes people don't believe me when I say I made an attempt of committing suicide.
How long ago was this, or were these incidents?
The last one was just 2019-2020.
And all these were due to hardships?
Hardships, economical hardships, and then the level of my life as compared my age and the things that I plan doing that are not being successful. Because I don't like to blow my own horn. I'm a hardworking guy, and I expect myself in terms of social level, I should be at a certain pedigree.
Tell us about your family life. Are you married? Do you have children?
I have 1 child, and I'm a divorcee.
Many people in Ghana try to end their predicaments by ending their lives. While some succeed, others, like Edmond, fail and have to continue living with their problems.
Would you say you've gotten over the issues that pushed you to the point of suicide?
Yes, please, and I'm ever ready to share my experiences with people, because I've realized that maybe what you are expecting today that you do not have, if you live tomorrow, you may surely get what you were looking for.
Auntie Kenny, one of such people, thought ending her life was the best way to escape her many debts. The 51-year-old food vendor, after being abandoned by her husband for giving birth to a deaf child, saw no help coming from any other place and decided to end her life by mixing DDT with salt and drinking it.
Misusu.
Senior. This second time, please.
All right. So she attempted suicide twice.
You were watching.
January. 51 years. Was his seller, and the age is 51 years of age.
All right.
The first one, I had a daughter with my husband, and there was also the child didn't able to speak. The husband left us.
Okay. And how long ago was this?
January, that was 10 years ago.
All right. So why did that situation force you to attempt taking your life?
There was no help from the court express. I can't knock about a little boy here.
Yeah, more make a name, Mamma Jim. Produce a more money for Benny Baby and Mitty Banner. The sky will be the mother of you, the Gajale.
Since my husband left me without anything, I borrowed a lot of items, like rice, oil, and the rest to put on my business. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pay, so I was harassed by the police and the family that I owned. That triggered the suicide.
Okay.
They know me. They know me. DDT. Excellent. Learning. One of them. Learning before. Meaning high to where no here can miss no idea being an abby meeting in the no I can go my hand.
In the first instance, I mixed DDT with salt, and after taking it, I realized that I have a serious stomach problem, and so my landlord took me to Roma, where I comforted them that I took DDT, and then from there, after I recovered, I was taken back to my family house here. That's why I'm here today.
I report say
the man reported the case to the police, but upon the realized that the police were fed arrest, he ran away. He ran himself away.
Just a few weeks ago, Auntie Kenny, who has been facing numerous harassments from her creditors, tried taking her life again, this time by drinking bleach.
What happened in the second instance as well?
Distancing any Johnny if you must marry you know him. Go here, you know, in no back, you know, in no back. That one again, I mean, you get too much. Needing a mug. This is down, Bewa, no go be. You need a man that put me the Mepopi. If me make a pia among any free looking back, which him. King in a company. If I hear, laugh on the moon, a boom, a free.
In the second instance, I own a lot of people. If I'm eating, they are harassing me here and there. My auntie is also critically sick, and I have no help from any quarter, so I decided to take my life to stop all these occurrences.
Her brother, 40-year-old Stephen Ode Kwabla, confirmed Auntie Kenny's story. He says he has taken it upon himself to counsel her against repeating the act.
When I was caught by one of my auntie, that is my senior sister, that is my sister Kenny, took in some concussions. When I came, the whole family, the whole town was gathered here. So it was in total coma. So we used our local remedy, that is the palm oil, to avert the situation. We worked for almost 30 minutes while I wasn't working. So we called a taxi to come and help us convey her to the hospital. So for reaching the place, we realized that he took in. That was when she regained consciousness. He confronted them. I took that is what's the name up. What's the name? That is local alkasha and the mix of Parazo. So from that, we realized like, Mr. How do you do this? Before he came up to me that these are the things that triggered her to do that. So from there, we were able to stabilize a little bit. And then the next day we were discharged. Since then, she has been okay. She has been normal now. And on my part, I've been advising her every day on the because I realized that I don't want to keep her isolated. I want to keep her company. So every morning I came to her, advised her, but financially I'm also constrained. I have a family that I'm looking forward for, and so if there will be any help financially, and then psychologically to that effect, I'll appreciate them most.
In Ghana, 1,500 cases of death by suicide are reported nationwide on a yearly basis. In each reported case of suicide, there is believed to be 4 unreported cases, summing the number of unreported cases to almost 6,000 yearly. The 1960 Criminal Code, Act 29, Section 57 states, "Whoever attempts to commit suicide shall be guilty of a misdemeanor." But for survivors and their families, it is about time Ghana dropped this law, as persons who attempt suicide need counseling and solutions to their problems, not prosecution.
My country opinion is that that law should be in our good books of the land, because we love our lives, we live bad ones, and so if a person considers that kind of thought in his or her mind, that should be catered for and be treated as such, as a sickness, and that needs to be treated. So rather jail the person, you are adding more fire to the issue. So that law should be in our good books at all. Okay.
Apple.
He said he's against that law, because since the person in difficulty, he needs support. If the support comes, then that law will not be existent. So that law should be criminalized.
I don't think that law, excuse my language, is meaningful and sensible enough. I'm saying this that because no each and everyone that will have or would attempt committing suicide, per my background, I would say there is a spiritual thing behind it, because it's like something is urging you, something is pushing you to do it, either psychological and whatever. So it's like at the end of the day, the person rather need to be cancelled than rather you persecuting the person and putting the person in jail. I don't think somebody will just wake up, have whatever he wants in life and decide that I'm ending up my life. No, it's definitely something went on wrongly, and the person thinks that because of stigmatization, what people will say in society, maybe somebody might have committed a crime, and thinking that what I have done, what will people say about me if the thing happens and found out in the public domain. And in my situation, for instance, it is not a crime, but I found out that due to economical hardship and things that I was expecting in life, I was not achieving them. So if that be the case, let me kill myself, and at the end of the day I survive, and you decide to put me in jail because of I rather think that they have to give us counseling, and then maybe gather people that have made attempt and survive to come out and talk to people that are thinking or want to do similar thing. That all hope is not lost yet.
But what does the general public make of the 1960 Criminal Code, Act 29, Section 57?
I think the law is there, but all those who have attempted to commit suicide, now we have not seen anybody who has been jailed. If people have been jailed, we have not seen the number being published. If the law too will be enforced, and also the social welfare people, as far as community organization, the civil societies will also come up and also move around the community, giving much education on suicide. It will also help people not to also go into that area.
I think the law will be fully enforced, or it will be beneficial to society if government is doing its part. It's like most people are ignorant, and then you cannot tell somebody that his personal decision shouldn't count, because the person feel like he has tried all possible means, depending on the magnitude of the psychological trauma and the mental torture the person is going through. The person may not be able to withstand it, and therefore you feel like, or she will feel like ending it.
Asana be more problem. Konya baloko jika bonya ne jiko ya agbo. Keka abi more problem ka ono ko bi na an mecha manaka o. Ni no ne bale han jiko ya agbo he. Ke mai amanye mo solve problem mo ke hamu. La fa na mini abanye brought to bo ko lo adane angbo he. Na solve problem mo ka mo ko na se wo ne ba.
All right. So she's of the opinion that people who attempt suicide should rather be counseled, and then those whose situations are found to be mild, should be punished for not dealing with them, but rather resorting to ending their lives. And those who are found to have genuine cases should be counseled and assisted in one way or the other. So you heard the views of some members of the general public and also some survivors of suicide attempts. To them, people who survived suicide attempts should rather be counseled in a law scrap rather than jailing them. From Odumase Kobo in the Eastern region, Michael Ubete for GhanaWeb TV.
Nansa yadeɛ bɔ me de yadeɛ no kɔ hɔ kɔ kyerɛ wɔ me sɛ monhwɛ mama ne hunu ɛbɔ a mo hyɛ me no mo ani so nso adeɛ no so ehia sɛ me de kɔ hospital enti sɛ ne na adeɛ no kɔ na afɛ de ɛtɔ mojam enti me nua no mu na obi de ɔkɔ fa ties be fa me tumu de me kɔ he me ba bia me kɔ ye ho adwuma doctor na me kɔ ye no na kyɛ sɛ de ade na goduro no na nya sika antamo a me na no pro wo inside ɛno nti na yɛ sɛ me private car me beton private car ha nifu na beton nam sɛ na yɛ ni brisam nti bo hye o mo hye me susika no manti car no beton fofofo.
Between 2017 and 2020, the Bank of Ghana, in a radical move, conducted what it tagged as a cleanup of the banking sector. This saw the revocation of licenses belonging to over 100 financial institutions. The Bank of Ghana said this was necessitated to safeguard the deposits of customers. In the end, some customers were compensated. However, some customers of the National Trust Holding Company Limited are yet to receive their funds. This is because their financial institution was not affected by the exercise. However, their efforts to access their funds has yielded no results for over 2 years. Today we sit with some affected customers to listen to their plight. This is Say Loud on GhanaWeb TV. My name is George AC. Welcome back. This is Say Loud with me, George AEC. As indicated earlier, we are seated today with some customers of the National Trust Holding Company. When the government conducted a banking sector cleanup in 2017 and 2020, they were happy that their institution was spared. But that notwithstanding, their efforts to retrieve their funds some 2 years has failed. We speak to some of their customers this morning. Benny, yeah. With the answer na beshem komona se no answer nkomo enam krom ha ne se oman ni ma yeden aban na nkasa agi atum se eniema enhyeda enye sa se na modie muti etisa sisi no de oman no mu ayeden no efa no agi sika samso enti se me ma famu no bra ye 2017 and the birthday as voluntary pensioner and a pensioner. And Tamwa, me buy no company so o jam kwan kakra. To me buy no scano, with the be ye fiuma kakra na a bar say a bra ye bebano. So trust fund a if we buy your whole year introduction be say Kayametu to treasure best no money insurance a EB a person ye be a bar on between my boy. And that time of yenya trainer bia o training and say ye be fie sika sem enya basabasa e for ne game ne company no game enti ono so tie nkrofo no kasa ne bia ntiachire no kan say investment na o hwe nkrofo no talk no ne ade na say ye pese ye timi ewuramu a yenya kokodurumuramu na investment e be boy na ono so bank no say what tin for long and say to me invest here ebeboa nkosi say it can make kwakọ down ye di nikwa enitima yani eba saa botai no so nti enu na chi no say me say no me call
on office. Na bra me call no de koda me ho adi se me free akabro na mra me be kofie no interview bi course wo ho no ana se introduction bi course wo ho na ma ni je ho nti mpese me be invest nti onu so je me so na mum no yantimi and go through agreement eyibi se ebia se na mum mo jiska no ma onum me two separate 20,000 one separate and another 20,000 and also separate, but first 20,000 3 months interest no na 3 months and another 20,000 so me no 6 months and me sa adeni vie yo mu conclude bibia no no ma me receipt na me de buy enti ewo mu no ano 6 months soon 3 months almost the mommy. Okay. Another 6 months soon so the mommy. I feel if you want na just koyaka dan.
Okay. Any better than but Yebeka Mpacho eja also mnedi kan asetena mu te sen se ne nyamate wo man mu sese no.
Asetena ne de mu ayedin pa se de ye kan no. Me so me join NTHC 2018 January me to treasure bill me ye two different types ni nyina na ye 30,000 nti 2019 mu no na said me titi se eniema si koso no na efa nam one ni yina ebobo ban any banking clean up exercise no me nti me rashiko echo withdraw one part ema omutu ama me nti another part na ekaye no e free hono na interest no a eso omutu ya no na mba se 3 months no so na wo koje wo check ebe delay ya nsana ebe yo cobra sa nsana echire omo di ama
nti oni omo ye sen boso me sen ansa cobra na start
eno ye November 14th 2019 last year 3 months interest amiji no November 2019 14th November 2019 and the free honor there na say 3 months na mabiem kra mabiem nti free honor wo kwa na say na da na say o tena say sa ana ye di krekre mu a ye guso hwani mu say yen sabe kan bibi
o ka say na say o tena say no mpendo do say na wakoho na okwa dan potin na omokacho
how they alcohol several times. I mean, some new be amity and say almost this kind of invest. Then nipa na almost this kind of be able microphone be seen. Almost kind of could do almost contractors. Maybe amity and American. But contractors and also so. Enti me metu yesikana. Enti na yesikana alloking. As some me tea and be.
Openyi who can say omuba wadwuma mu be cheche mu senia but eden potin na ewunjina so efa gidie a wo mu anyone kasa wa brabo ana eda wani mu no eden potin na hye wunkran an ma oni NTHC no ekọ dis answer so no
ne hye mi nkran na say on say na ye wo ye training pension training and instead of your about Sikasam a bit butumi a handle na ankoye basa because cano ye bani who do nese asamba one atama yabrabono assistant nti namdi kaka say one company be leader yana say the union gama ono training workers so far abrabone agyumayemu experience no that time no man no ho introduction no course no man ti nti akiri no kan say said me dey kaka no wo mo nhihye no investment die ye bia e bitima boy do ono no onim wo be pie ni so enti ba se ono a wo nim de na o ka bibi sa na ehye yenkran enti ama anu na chi no a me ba fie no sometime na me call ono mo ho enti say no mo eputu process no so de me kan first part no me ye 3 months second part no me ye 6 months we said the menu and kind me call honum omo ma me first 2018 no so omo mine afi 2019 no said the kan na ayen twensene okwa na yinti hono na dia me kosi ni so no o ka kire me say nti say bia isika no eye no mo no so de bobo sian say de menu ID kaka na bosan na omo de bobo omo de bo road contractors and electrification contractors are government no afa won enu ti say no sa sika no wono mo nti say omo betua no government ni ntua mo kan to omo so mfa sika no ma ena omo nya bi employment ayesa enti omo de asam na court enti court gina so a wo ye eyi se de be ya wono betua sika no ama contractors sika kan so betua mo betua ma bank no straight no omo so nya de entertain.
Okay.
Ano no mu ano twitwitwitwi saa no abesi se ye no kasa ha.
Okay. Openi also me ji say oba pension na ukoe den na epusu ema oba pension o decide ye say oni omubekwa akodi saa ansa waso na so ade hu ben na eda wani mu nti a ema otu saa na mo no.
Oh, I say, Sicadi, ye the mauna at down China one shall see ya. A bit to me as Antimino. Now, may you imagine say, Big Brap and or they may call. Now, be the Okaya, the amount means to be 2 months, says, Cano at down chains are a bit to me. I say, it is a bit the investment to crown. I say, 3 months via me. Profit na me the profit no mbom e betu to bibia di necessary misika no e da ho je anu ti na ma me e ko join ne and secondly NTHC no be wo adwuma mu ho no na me hu say ya omo ba ho first na nkrofo bi agige na ayese susu bi omo gigi na omo de koto e hon workers ni bi saa na omo ye no John to say me ba fie a me bra so bo mama ne say investment bi o ha e betimi aya every 3 months bi a e benya bibi o ho anu ti na ma me join in
but so ejuma be na we na oye ni fie sen
na me wa kra bru me ejuma o 27 years
so also oye ni fie sen
me ejuma o 37 years ko ho na mo 19 years maybe about 55 years.
But also, okay, well,
me 1990.
Then time now, if you say,
I'm 23 years.
Okay. All right. So they've both been telling us about their journey with NTC. They both worked with the Accra breweries, and our father here tells us that he joined the company at the age of 19, and he joined at the age of 23 years. They worked throughout that period, and on their retirement they decided to invest the money with the institution, and they hope that they will have a secure future that will benefit themselves and their family, but this has not yielded the results they expected. We will take a quick breather, and once we return we will delve into their challenges in trying to access their funds and how it is affecting their personal lives and the way forward. We'll be right back.
From the dawn of time, people have engaged in several businesses. With the onset of technology and innovation, life has relatively been made easier. By using debit or credit cards,
mobile banking.
Thank you. And your favorite mobile money?
Tech has indeed married business. On BizTech, we spend time with faces behind known and upcoming businesses in the country.
Learn more about the new technologies and innovation,
as well as find out about the trending issues in the world of business.
Join us as we serve you with a variety of compelling interviews, projects and others right here on GhanaWeb TV.
Welcome back. This is still Say Loud on GhanaWeb TV with me, George AC. We are here with Mr. Kodom and Mr. Odro. Yes, they've been telling us their journey with NTHC and how for over 2 to 3 years now they've found it very difficult in retrieving their invested funds. Afede wako onsanka usika. So na sa development enya wo wankasa wo personal wa brabo mu.
Oh, ani de se me ka masa anka enya isi. Se siya me no to no no. Se enye se me yire kura na odi akonia ba gedie ho ade na anka ba se me pension ayi nko akura de anka masa ka minim ni atome. Se me private car me use na se yade bo me de yade no ko ho ko kire wo me se monhwe mama ne hunu e bo mo hye me no mo ani so so ade so ehia se me de ko hospital enti se ne na ade ne ko na afede eto mojam enti me nuanu mu na obi de ko fa ties be fa me tu mo de me ko he me ba bia ye me ko ye ho aduma doctor na me ko ye no na chese de ade na ko duro no na nya sika antamo a me na no e pro inside enunti na yesa me private car me beton private car ha nisi na beton nam se na ye ni brisam nti bo sha mo sha me suska no manti ka no beton fofofo ni tono 23 million aye 2300 masa sika na ni na ibia ba de se na mawura ayinum nti no treatment kakra ana ma mobile metumi kura pia me no mote akasa anka mi dimi pie free dem ma bonti minu yan ani mo fa yo mo fa eno on beta metu kam a mo de me ko ya kire se e ko twi ayi ma me se me ma ayi nti na ma me invest ya de no 3 months de se be yan ka 3 months bia make me nya sika de atwa nkwara school fees se man me ensa da so school ba ko SS ba ko GSS ana ketwa pa no wo na class 5 enti me school akatua da manim pa so masa say me twem ho ba bi antwa enti se ganya me yiri na se aga kakra no no ko ba na wode ya anga enu gwa se aka me de e bi anga owo kwa fa me ana se nka enye kai kura so an na wo ho bo me wadwuma ma me to ya na se nka se nka me nan ho asem ba yi anga e bi am nim ne besi ti an ho kire ya me kom me wo bi mpa
Penny also so a wanya anything.
Oh, I want to de me wumpa. Is me nkwala egusu ko school fees ni ade adidie mu ni asem ade. Me ba fie 5 years na ebe me nya adwuma da. Me tifie. Enti me sika no me de koto ho senka. Boso me miensa bia nka me nya bibi wo ho na nka me de adidi. Se sika no interest maso na omo ama me bi sika no so omo fama me so omo fama me enti se ama setene mu ayade pa setene mu de ayade isi akra me so mi fieru akra o tumi enti sika sam de in fact ayade ama me papa
nkola no mo yesen
nkola no omo ye 4 ba isi a mienu de me fan se omo awie mi omo adu ba bia omo ankasa ebetima hwe omo nti mienu na aka no na say I me bedi
we de bibisa o nim se eda owura NTC first day owura ho pie obeda o mpa so na wadwina no se wo secure odachi anka ne nti bia no bosume bia na se ne awoye no bosume mensa bia ubenya bibi de ahwefie se ohwe wachi saa da no e di besi nani ne asi a sen na etew.
Oh, in fact, I chance ne die nanka eye. Na me yenti na me koyen. But I say die nneema mu aye die ama me papa. Say sika free baby am. Say me kan 5 years na ebe me nya adwuma da. Me tifie. Sika nso a me de koto wa say nka ho interest ba ma me didi sika nso ma. Enti asitena mu dia aye dia ma me pa.
So maybe solve the same question. Who are hope yes ada no. Na wadwene say nyame ye wadoma enka enna edi wanim ne de wa secure bibia. But ohwese ne anyama adane aye ya say na ete wo mu.
Oh say de ebomu wono mu ntene ne ma adane no ebomu pa kire say abesiri wate say me asisi me wo ma me ma metiase me nuanu mu so nketo aso ho na sisi yakoba say BBC kura na ye tumenkra mintumenko because miniska first na eba ye me start ya na movement ne ye ne de ene BBC a mitumi ko afeso mitumi nkwara no edumadie bia so na mitumi di enti senke ko no sa besi na anka asem we ene amane hunu bebrebe nka ema enti sisi ya de ahon yida pa de bidam so wom se obi betumi aka se Misika 40,000 na me ko to on the den enso me de sombo mampa at least senka mentre ayi na agreement na ye en senka e ba so a minim se sa sika nka betumi amu me pa
okay sa na ya asi enyam nko a na sebe aka mo munim omo a omo nso so eka mo hu bi omo nso omo die mu tesen sene amunim no
me omo menim won mo no me adwumamfo na menim mo no obi yare da ho sisi a enye easy na me mbese me boni din so ba ko so saadi ne do ko ho no ne wo mo ntokwa ne ade e ma ne pressure e sori ye no omo kon anye ye on de yesie no so me workers group na ye call ye no problem a ye namu no se ye ka na se ye kom so ba ko se de ye kan ya anka binum wo hono mai kuhia hono ma ni shupa wahu because se me nyankopon amwa na ebia sika no kwa me de bi ko si dan ewo me krom ma se da chen kwada kwa amanya ba bia da na me de sa sika pudo ni nyina kwato ho de a anka se da dwendwen kura kumi kwato da wo baba na me to din sa wan kasa me ho a na adwen no me hu kwa me fa so me sika so makata mo de mo fa me interest ma me fa me sika ma me na nka me ankasa no me hu kwa me fa so na manage sika so at that time of me ban me wa ho de me ya travel ni aden ka 440,000 at that time no ko over me kura na me to ya nka bia ba de sa mateka nka ebo me enso hwe me wie
so so bibi de kan ho ana
oh de meka ni say said me brand kan nipa ne de ye dosu pa ye dosu ye call office wa ye hia nipa bebrebe ebi kura ye doctors ebi ye lawyers no ne police for ne anade ye hia nipa bebrebe omo nso struggle to say the enso struggle ya ti ano emu ayedin na akoye say ye ni okamafo bi antina omo ye yensa nti enipa nde bebree wo ho
ye kan okamafo asem ne nipa ne dodo no. How far are you willing to go to ensure say wa dia odi akwakoje obi no onsa beka anamon be na sesi a mo hwe anim say mo betu ama monsa aka mosika
sisi ade anamon de eno ane senke ye sori ay ko dan ye ka na so eka dan no kwa na dan sem no omuka no ama sese de ye ni da so eni ti se ba se mo bisa ye no mu asem yi na senka ebeto aban na sum nanka aban no ama ne nkrofo a mo hwe ankronkro yi die mu hunu se asema ye kan yi dadwen a wo ho no badwen nanka ono mo ahwe ne nkrofo na kasa na ye ye die miasa no mo de sika man aka be mo man no kura so asa aye ha because say am to yi se nye se nyi na manyi na me sori na me nam saa na obi hia me obeka chem so me mpa adwuma enso so nyamia hwe se sika ida hoyi anya adwuma mfa so obi amra me mo fa ma de mam so mo fa ma me na we de owu asem enti sa aban no betie na oma wono mo a omo ankronkro yi edie na omo di ho dwuma no akọ nkrofo no ho no omo akoka na se wono mo no pepe busia bi kura de atwetwa ka na ye mobro fu kura yeso yetumi de nwan ne de be yomponche ne de be ye na nka ye hunu ye ho ano a anka mfin se ebe ma oman no ana ye ya brabo mu no so ata adwodwe kakra
so dro onso e said ye ka no isi ya ni mu kase se empani 40 a e besra o so mu momodia na o mu tu hu anamo no mu moy efi se ye ko no kra ti se NTHC no kra Bank of Ghana hu ye ti se Senate so hu enti up to now no ye hu anamo bia o mu tu even though artisam ne titi enti se ye no kra se Bank of Ghana ni Senate for hu wo mu dia ane animanimu yi ha ya ye sra o mu a kwan bia o befa so a omodi ensika be man a omfa so na se ye bre
ja ye di sia no na ansa na mebisa wanum asem etwa to no on say before we nyina be si no aban ye clean up e make sure say omonan engine baby pa no oyi omu fi ho e ma omo customers ne krampo no aban kira otua omuka time a wote ye say wo de baby a osika da no anka omo no gidie be na ba omu o de toto ne asi hu a gidie be na ba omu na afi de wasem etwa to no na
abra abane kan sa no ehemi bomi hu ama me sa ko ho am kan se sisi ne ekoso mo so mo hihye eti se omso omo de omo omo ne abane na wi na omo ewo lansisa omo de yadwuma na sika de enyera kwan bia so yensa beka na eno so makoma to me yam kakra adba yensa beka no achi a me ko ho di akwani apa me yare ye America ho asema omo dada me nyina achi ni hunu hwe enti ni nyina mu se aba no nya hwehwemu na obi mama let se obi ko ye hwehwemu o Bank of Ghana ho ma me se ntimi mo ni din se wono mo yina enhye Bank of Ghana se eno me ti ye nche kura na ena me no wo kase eni ti se na no ma bi nyina sa ye he kire se eni ene se ma wabi because emfa ho se de sika me de ewum bia no esom me bo pa enti se no se ya mpa se o benfo be boy ye dia na se benfo sipi so be boy dia o munye hwehwemu hwe se nkofo na ye na registered for Bank of Ghana na
Mr. Joe asemisi ye no motu hu anamo mpempen so be na mo de mo asem akodru a sila monte ho hweye
oh de meka ni se enu de office wa na de bia ye ko office wa na ye ko nti ye ko a de bia old story na no moka mon twen bibi o pipeline no sa de bia sa se penimu bi se ye hu penimu pa se last time bi ne call ya me bra yi pra na ye tam no to come ye call managing director na office anu ne call ye and they gidigidi se si a mo frefre mo ho o be hia o se o be man sika no bi anu kra na nya ni nyina o ka se o be ma me bra 10,000 na ka me so o ma me 5,000 enso anu kra no later 5,000 o de ma me bra na me so ma me 3,000 say ye ntwen na sika ni wonti na chire o mu guso nti chire o be sa ma balance na kan that was SAS kaya making cry o de my 20th June ya 2022 ya no mo de my
nti ne krakra mo no mo de sede ne mo pai bo mo de to omo da ko na juma ko na no ene aban ene regulators no
nti ehonu de meka ne say besre aban ne say omrem na ye sika sem no onhwe na onye hu bibi man ani NTHC for na kasa nso de omuye bia nso de se omuye bia omso nyire omo no omunye na afi no sika no omuma yensanka because sika na da ho say no more stop investment no say sika no enyi biem se more stop no nso na esesa mudi esika man na se momfa man dia na se sika ya da ho over 2 years enyi biem enti esesa sika ne de kwan bia nso na omofa na omudi esika man enti e besere aban ne se ontwa na ni nhwe nanka omwaye na yensanka esika.
So it has been another episode of Say Loud on GhanaWeb TV with me, George AC. My guests today were Mr. Francis Odro and Mr. Kojo Kodom. And they are two pensioners who invested with the National Trust Holding Company Limited in the hopes that their interest and their principal will help them in their time of need and in this time of their retirement. Unfortunately, that has not succeeded, as for the past 2 years they've been struggling to access their funds. They've been sharing their plight with me and telling me how life has been very difficult for them over the years, and they have appealed to the managers of the institution as well as the government and regulators of the fund management area to look into the matter and ensure that their funds are paid them. This has been another episode of Say Loud on GhanaWeb TV with me, George AC, once again, and until we meet for our next episode, it's bye.
Yes, the other person is my brother. Aka Chris is my brother. They beated him up badly. And then he's okay, he's at the hospital. He's just that he's alive. But he's not feeling well at all. I'm so disappointed on Ghana police and I'm so disappointed about Ghana.
Sorry.
I'm so disappointed. They cannot just kill, because what they are saying now, they said my husband had kidnapped two kids and they wanted to kill him. Where is the child, or where is the whatever? They just kill him. And they said they have still the car. Which car? This car. We had this car about, I think it's between 4 years now. Something like 4 years. It's which car that he went and steal again. And it's not the only car that he have. So I want justice to be done for my husband. My kids are there. He have led 3 children. What am I going to do with them? I'm not doing anything. He haven't left anything for us. I want justice to be done. Please, I want justice to be done. For the sake of my kid, please.
So,
he's a Cameroonian. My brother is a Cameroonian.
Okay.
And my husband is Ivorian Cameroonian.
ownership of these projects are in categories: government-based projects, private-based institutions, and missions and faith-based institutions. And we also have quasi-government institutions which help in the delivery of health service. In all, we have 337 health institutions in the region. And we also have 6 institutions that provide us with educational projects that gives us the health needs of the educational system in the health sector. The teaching hospitals and the polyclinics, the health centers, the chief's compounds are basically the areas that we will find these health services. We have 278 in all. We also have training institutions that include the Tamale MMTC, the Tamale CHNTS, Ushegu MTC, Yendi College of Health, and the Pandai CHNTS, and the UDS that provides the educational needs of the health sector to train our health persons. The flagship programs and interventions by partners that we are enjoying from in the region also includes JICA Chiefs, USAID, a variety of USAID assisted programs are abound in the region. And we also have the Savannah signatures and other associated related bodies that give us the health needs of our people. It is significant to note that the government flagship program, the Agenda 111, is not left out. The Northern region hasn't been left out in this. And we have a fair share of the Agenda 111 projects that are being undertaken in the region. As you are no doubt aware, the flagship program projects of our government in the health sector is Agenda 111, which was launched on the 17th of August 2021 by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. These projects, when completed, are expected to significantly deepen delivery of health care at the district levels and at all levels, improve access to healthcare services for all citizens, thus ensuring the attainment of the United Nations Goal 3, which talks about good health and well-being. The stark reality is that access to good health facilities in the region has been very poor, to say the least. The current OPD per capita in the region is 0.5, which is far below the national target of 1. It is therefore very welcoming that our region has not been left out in the Agenda 111 projects. It is instructive to note that out of the 16 MMDAs, 8 of them are benefiting from the Agenda 111 projects, and the region will also benefit from a psychiatric hospital that would be located in Tamale. The MMDAs are Sagnarugu, Savulgu, Nantong, Saboba, Myon, Pandai, Nanumba South, and Kumbungu, while the psychiatric hospital will be in Tamale. I am happy to announce that works on all 8 Agenda 111 projects are progressing steadily, and when completed, the access to good health facilities and well-being of our people will be very much improved. You have a picture gallery of project sites of these projects that are self-explanatory. You have the Nantong, the Savulgu municipality, Sanarago, the Wulesi in the Nanumba South district, and Pandai and Sabuba as well. All of these project sites are actively in action now when visited. And besides the Agenda 111, the region on its own have gone into health projects that are being supported by the various agencies, and we have a total of 118 health projects that cuts across all the 16 MMDAs. In Gushegu, for instance, we have a total of 8 projects. Karaga has 7, Panda is 8, Kumungu 7, Myong 4, Nanton 11, Nanumba North 11, Nanumba South 14, Sabuba, and in that order, that all adds up to the total of 118 health projects that have been undertaken across the length and breadth of the northern region. Some of these projects have been completed and awaiting commissioning. Some have already been commissioned and put in good use. And the picture gallery is an explanation of what we are talking about. Some of them are CHIPS compounds, cortices, nurses' cortices, some as well as the construction of OPDs and other auxiliary buildings that would help in the healthcare delivery of the region. We have a lot of them that have been completed. About 70% have been completed, and some of them are in use. I think you can scroll so that the pictures would speak for themselves. Aside them, we have very good health indicators also. And aside the provision of these facilities, we have very impressive achievements, infrastructure in this health sector. The region also has a good story to tell when it comes to critical health indicators. These indicators impact on the Human Development Index and the achievement of Sustainable Development Goals. The health indicators that for the purpose of this program can be National Health Insurance Authority and other indicators. On the National Health Insurance, it must be noted that the Northeast and Savannah regions were weaned off the Northern region in 2020. It is worth noting that all the figures available from the NHI and the numbers of core poor people known as indigents being enrolled in the scheme has been raised significantly in the northern region. We all know that the northern region is one of the poor areas in the country. So we shouldn't be surprised to see that the figure for the indigents is a little bit higher as compared to other regions that we are covering. So the table, you look at the table, you would see that all the numbers in red indicates the indigents that have been registered. Those are the core poor people who cannot pay for the basic health insurance premium. The assemblies and other government agencies would always do this on behalf of these people. And that is a manifestation of the improvement of the health services of the people. The northern region, let me just flip through all these figures that you have seen on the table there have sources that are quoted so that we can easily access them from the source that would make it easier for us to refer and make use of the indicators. Let me get to the COVID-19 updates of the northern region. There is no doubt that we have all experienced the devastating effects of COVID-19 in all facets of our lives. Thankfully, due to the prudent measures put in place by our government through the various state institutions, we can confidently say that we are almost out of the woods in the northern region with COVID-19. Just as other parts of the country, our region was not spared with COVID-19. The following tables and graphs tell our story in relation to COVID-19. As usual, the source of it is under the footnotes, and you can see that there have been marked improvements in the figures, and the northern region did very well in the combating of COVID-19 and probably had the least deaths with COVID-19 related deaths during the period that it was devastating. And we also look at the COVID vaccines, the coverage on the COVID vaccines, and you realize that there has been a significant improvement. And apart from the northeast region, the northern region is leading in the immunization effects of the COVID vaccines. This is a table that you can also access to make good use of the figures and to see how the northern region fared well. In terms of actual vaccinations, there is no region that has beaten the northern region to that. It is only when you come back to the complete dosage that you have the northeast region, the northern region coming second to the northeast region. The health sector has seen tremendous improvement under the leadership of His Excellency President Akufo-Addo, and for which reason the well-being of the people of the northern region has been improved significantly. Even though we are not there yet, we will still put on measures that would help us improve on the health well-being of our people. Then we turn our attention to transport or transportation. You know, as we are all aware, transportation involves the roads and the transporting the people themselves. And air, and this also comprises air, sea, land, and land transport, and rail, actually. Unfortunately, for the purposes of our region, we can only talk about air and road transport, because we don't have seas in the northern region, neither do we have rail transport in the northern region. And it must be emphasized that contrary to what others want to believe, the phase 2 of the Tamale Airport project is the brainchild of our government, and the sword was cut for the commencement of this project on Thursday, 15th August 2019 by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I am happy to announce that the airport development phase 2 project has been completed and awaiting commissioning by His Excellency the President